Okay, we're recording. Happy Monday, everybody. If you are not watching this live, we still say hello and hope you're having a great whatever day you're watching this on. We are just excited that you guys are here and showing up, and we want to give you obviously practical things to take away for the rest of the week. But we're first going to start with some fun, exciting announcements and announce a winner. For those of you that have done the past 7 days of little trainings that we were doing, we had like 5-minute training videos from the Tara Castaneda videos that she has awesome videos basically to help us share overcoming the fear of sharing and a lot of mindset stuff. And so if you guys did those each day and did the action steps that were associated with those, you were entered for a giveaway. And we wanted to announce who the winner was. And the winner actually is not on the call right now, but she is highly deserving of this because she puts in the work. Even though she's in a different time zone than all of us, she lives across the world. Her name's Danielle. So Danielle is the winner. Danielle Bodecker, she lives in Poland. A lot of Amanda and the other girls have done ministry with her when she was living here, and now she lives in Poland with her husband. But she shows up and does the work, and she's part of our team, even though we don't see her a lot on these calls because she's in a different time zone. But she is showing up and doing the work, and it's paying off. And so we are super pumped that she won the giveaway. So Jody will be in contact with her about that. But we obviously have another thing going on this week that we'll talk to you guys about another challenge that Ashley will announce in a little bit here. The next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is we were having another giveaway for next Monday. Actually, we're postponing it. We're giving us our team extra days, essentially. Our goal is to sign, we have signed 5, but our goal is to sign an extra 16, so 21 by next Monday. So if when our whole team signs 21 total, so 16 more, all of those people that are enrolling, those 21, will be entered for a giveaway. So if you enroll 1, you'll get 1 entry. If you enroll 5 this week, you'll get 5 entries, and then that winner will be announced next Monday on the team call. Okay, so if you didn't win this week, that's okay. There is another opportunity for you guys to win. I'm prize motivated. I don't know if everyone is, but I feel like that gives me like an extra little boost just to be like, okay, I'm going to follow up with that person. I'm going to, message that person. I don't know. Obviously, you get cash and referral bonuses when you help people start, but the prizes are just an extra fun thing. Another fun thing that is happening is this Wednesday. She's not on the call. It's Jody's birthday, guys. It's on Wednesday this week on the 21st, and she is doing something special for anyone in her levels 1 through 3, I believe. And she's having a birthday sale, and I'm pretty sure she had talked about doing free membership. The membership right now is $9.95, and that will be covered for anyone in her level 1, 2, or 3. That you enroll. And so if you're talking to somebody and they are, within Jody's levels 1 through 3, you can say, hey, there's a fun deal going on right now. It's going to be this Wednesday through the end of Sunday night. There's going to be free membership for them. And then you can just kind of keep track. If you enroll, multiple people during that time span, you can just let your sponsor know or let Jody know, and then she'll reimburse you. But you would essentially just reimburse that person right away through Venmo or Cash App or however you do it, the $10 for their membership, and then you can get it back from Jody. So those are the fun things going on this week. But remember, free membership because of Jody's birthday deal this Wednesday through Sunday night. I think there's some more announcements here with Ashley. She has some more fun things for us.
Yep, I've got a few other announcements. So we're in week 2 of Crush the Cravings. This was the first day of that, but tomorrow there's going to be a post that goes up in the morning that encourages us and anyone in that group to share about what they're doing. So if you have people in that group, go ahead and send them that post or just tag them in it. But then get into their messenger too and just let them know, you could totally share about this. I can give you like a template, and we can work together and write a post for you, and encourage them to share. And then does that enroll them in like a, can they win something from sharing on that? Megan, do you know?
I can speak into that
Or Amanda?
a
Yeah,
little bit.
I wasn't sure.
So with Crush the Cravings, we've been doing a pop-up like a pop-up challenge each week. Last week it was workout. And so anybody that just commented and got some movement in, we did a shaker bottle, and active. And so this week, it's week 2. If any of you guys are doing it, you know, like you had success week 1, week 2, you're kind of like, oh, that's okay. I can eat these Cheez-Its. Or like, it's easy to start slipping and then hit next Sunday and you're like, dang it. So this week we are being intentional. People are feeling good. They're starting to crush those cravings. Like, I ate a plain Roma tomato tonight and I loved it. And I was like, what in the world? So it really does make a difference of what we're eating. Like, our body starts to crave really good stuff. We want them to start sharing with their friends. A lot of people may have never done a shout out post before. And so this is just a great way. We're going to have them either share a recipe that they've loved or like information about the pink drink. So it doesn't have to be like totally like, hey, I'm doing Plexus and I love it. But just like, oh my goodness, last week I've been doing a challenge with a group of people. And last night I found myself snacking on Aroma tomato. Who am I? I love what this pink drink has helped me do. You know, it can be so natural. So it's just a pop-up giveaway. So yes, they will be entered to win something if they do that. And I believe we're going to go live a little later in the day and explain all that. So in the morning, we might hint at it, but the details will come. So just know who's in Crush the Cravings and be ready to message them.
Okay. Thanks, Amanda. That was what I was wondering. Okay, so next would be the IPA challenge, which Sarah Burgett has been putting. Just today, her first post went up about that in Team Iron. And I love how simple this is. You have the instructions right there. All you have to do is follow each one and then comment on that post in Team Iron to show that you did it. There will be lots of different ideas. If you're like, what do I post today? You know, I just love, go to that post and use that. So for sure, plug in there. And then the Earth Day event is Thursday. So, and I believe it's 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that will be in the Get Gutsy page. So where we usually run events. And that is an informational event. There's no pressure. You can be a fly on the wall and watch, or you can comment. And I love how our events are like that. So start inviting people as soon as you think of anyone who might be interested. And if you want verbiage for that, I'm sure we can put that in the Team Iron thread so that you can have an easy invite option. And then there are some story graphics already that have been shared in the Team Iron thread. If you go back to photos and videos in conversation in that chat, you can find those, and they're very pretty. And then we also are doing a book study right now with Sally. Sally Lewis and Jody are leading the golds and under rank-wise, and then senior golds and above are doing a different book. But I've started reading it. It's called The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. That's the golds and under one. And that's by John Maxwell. And it is very good. And it's giving me a little kick in the pants. So if you can get through chapters 1 and 2 before Saturday, you're golden. And even if you don't, we'll be discussing it on the Zoom call. And that's at 8:30 Saturday morning. It's worth it to buy the audiobook. Personally, I think it was $15. So if you're up for that, definitely join us on that one.
Cool. I wanted to quick touch on one more thing for the event on Thursday. So for any of you that have ever signed anyone that loves their products, make sure you're also reaching out to them and let them know. Just say, hey, there's an info event on Thursday. You don't even have to talk about Earth Day. You can just say, hey, we're having an info event to talk about the products that you love taking. Do you have any friends that would want to check this out too? or if they have their 3 samples yet, make sure they send those out and say, hey, your friends, they probably won't get their samples in time, but they could be able to try the pink drink that they learn about on Thursday if they check this group out. It's just 30 minutes. So make sure you're thinking of both avenues, inviting new people, but also messaging your current product takers, because it's cool just to see they probably have someone in their life that would benefit. Most of us know a few people. So
Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to highlight one more thing about Crush the Cravings and our shout out post tomorrow. One of the reasons that we are doing it on Tuesday is so that people can do a shout out. And if anybody is interested or curious, they are set up to use the Happy and Healthy event for like, come learn more. Because if we have new people sharing, it's not so scary. And they can even use Jody's birthday sale for an extra $10 off. So that was strategic there. So tomorrow they're going to talk about they love Plexus. They're so thankful. A friend says, hey, what is it? They can easily just say, hey, my team is actually hosting an event on Thursday. Can you come? And that's super simple. But tonight for our training, we are going to talk about posting and adding value. How many of you guys have ever thought that social media is negative? Like you want off of it? Raise the hands. Anybody? Have you seen people that are like, okay, guys, I'm off, right? Okay, so I will admit, I actually don't see a lot of junk anymore. I just don't. I don't follow those people. I don't engage. They don't show up in my feed. Thank you, Facebook. I see a ton of value. I love social media. I love seeing all of your guys' posts. I love hearing health victories. I love seeing how people are working out and crushing excuses. I just love it. I love that accountability. I love the relationships that I've built with a lot of you through technology and through social media. And so we want to be people that add value and not just people that are okay, we don't want to give those scrollers and consumers just something to scroll past. So we want to add value. And what that means is it doesn't mean that we have to slap up our pink drink every single day. We don't need to just be a pink drink advertiser. We are an ambassador for Plexus. And if you've been part of Plexus for a while, you know that Plexus values authenticity. They value generosity, integrity, family, relationships. If you've been to a Plexus event, you've seen so many moms with babies and our presidents literally holding the babies and making space for babies and making space for families. So Plexus is way more than just a pink drink. They are about health and happiness. And I love that we get to add value. And so some things that add value would be a post that makes you click the comments and see what people are talking about. So an example of this is a couple days ago, Megan asked for recommendations for a date night in the Holland, Grand Rapids area. And I'm in that area. So you better believe I'm looking for date night ideas too, because I want that. Today I posted a laundry tip of how to actually get your laundry from point A to point D. And people are engaging with that. You can post a recipe. I've seen a lot of you guys even share the healthy oat bars that I posted. So that is something that adds value to people. So we want to just give you guys some time to jot down 5 things that add value. And at the end, I'd like to kind of hear what people are thinking about. And if you have to get on your phone and go look at Megan's page, Ashley posted one today about routine and for her kids of brilliant of the parts of the day and what's coming up next. And so you can look at some of those ideas and think about, okay, what's important to me? You guys might not all have 4 kids like I do, and laundry is just overwhelming. You might not be in that stage. You might not be in the date night recommendation stage. But what is something that adds value to your audience? Something that you might have a good tip on, something that is interesting to you, a good family recipe. So start brainstorming some of those ideas. Can even be like a meal that you take someone when they have a new baby or someone's sick. What's the first thing that you make? Or holidays are coming around. You know, what's the thing you bring to a potluck? What's your favorite thing to do around a bonfire? You know, think about these things that people are starting to do again and add value into that. So jot down 5. And does anybody maybe just come off mute as they come to your mind, so it's not like super awkward silence, and just say some ideas that come to mind?
I'm gonna talk about either this week or next week, independent play for kids and some of the simple steps that we've taken to take my very, I don't want to say needy, but always at the hip kid, to help him get to a place where he can play independently. Just little simple stuff that's worked for us, and whether it's the best way, I don't know, but it's just what's worked for him. So that I'm going to share about that.
I can't wait for that. I would say that's your attached kid. They're attached to you all the time. And I think that's like what you said right there, is that you might not be the expert, or it might not be like the right thing. Like, it is the right thing. You don't have to be like a PhD level person. Like, I even thought today, like with my laundry tip, I'm like, is this actually like a thing? And I'm like, yeah, it works for me. It's a thing. I'm doing it. And now Kim, our like grandma upline, she's going to implement this strategy in her house. So it's okay. You don't have to be like 100 and, you know, well educated to be able to post a tip. That's great, Ashley. I can't wait. Anybody else? What's coming to mind?
I always think just like educational facts are interesting. Like a lot of you guys with your Plexus posts, it's like your little emoji and then like a interesting like health fact. Just like quick, easy to read, that usually grabs my attention.
Great, Jenny. Especially as you're newer and you're kind of in the early phase, it's good to know what catches your eye. So thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
What else?
This is Brittany. I'm probably going to post on sleep training, baby. We have yet to do it with our 9-month-old, and I am in dire need of just a full night's sleep. So I'm going to be putting it out there that I'm starting sleep training. Any recommendations, things that maybe have worked for some people, you know, the different methods out there. I don't really want to go to the cried out method. So kind of maybe just talking about some of that and kind of blending it all together. And just asking maybe my audience for tips that was successful for them.
That's great. Asking a question is huge. People love to give their opinions. I think one of the biggest opinions, I had a huge conversation with somebody about what type of decor and furniture I should put in my living room. I posted a blank slate. And I talked with her for like 4 days, and I was like, okay, now just give me the budget for that. Like, she was finding links on Pinterest and like looking at all these stores and sending me links. And it was like, and a lot of people, paint colors and, oh, you should like do this. I'm like, I don't have that much money, but thank you. You know, so people like, and then I found out I have a whole bunch of friends who love design and decor, and I would have no idea about that. Like, I'm not good at it. Like, my clock, you can probably see it. I don't even think it works. It's just cute. So like, that's who I am. It just doesn't work. So there are people out there though that have functioning decor. So what else? What else you guys thinking about?
I think it is harder for people to be vulnerable on social media, but I do think when you are vulnerable and sharing something that you've learned, like life lesson wise, that adds value a lot, just goes to a deeper level. And I think a lot of people identify with that because we're all human. We struggle in certain areas. And so when we even share things, it doesn't have to be every week, but if you do that at least like twice a month, I think it just helps people connect with you on a deeper level, and they see like, wow, she's authentic. He is, sharing his heart. Like, you get to see people at a different level. So I just encourage you. It also forces you to do some slowing down and self-reflection of like, hey, what's Jesus teaching me right now? Like, what just spoke to me in the past week? And then make that a post, and I'm sure it will encourage someone. So just another thought.
Yeah, Meg, you're really great at that, especially in your stories, just sharing that. And I personally think it's so much easier just to go live and talk about those like heart things rather than typing it out. Whenever I start typing it out, like, Jesus is challenging me, that he is enough. It's like, it just sounds weird. But if I were to just get on and just share my heart like that, it's easier for me. So if you have any like butterflies about going live, maybe just hop in your stories and do a quick little blurb about what Jesus is teaching you. Christina talked about travel essentials for kids, especially as like summer is coming up, vacation time is coming up. Is there a good non-toxic sunscreen that you love, or bug spray? Or did you guys know that our body cream is a great sunburn like cure? It's great. So have that on hand. Things like that. Think about what people are thinking about. Minivan mom tips, how to keep your minivan clean. Monique just posted tonight on commute and what are some recommendations for what do people do on their commute. So she has a really long drive to work and she's going through a book, podcasts, all these things. I did how to do a tea latte at home. Tasted so much better than Big B and like had 29 grams less sugar. So it was great.
I know a few of you have done a couple of things about like gardening and stuff too. We're going to try to do a little garden this year, so I might do something like that too.
Yeah. I need all the gardening tips, you guys. I'm looking at you, Whitney. Whitney likes to garden and be outside. I think she went off screen for a second.
Yeah, I did. My phone is like super cutting out, probably my Hamilton service. So like I got back on and then I hear my name, so I don't know what's happening.
Holly's gonna plant a garden, and so she said she's gonna talk about gardening tips, and I said I need all the tips, and then I called you out.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I don't have a super lot of tips because I'm new to it too, but I'm learning, so I'll share what I learn when I learn it.
We're all learning, aren't we? Anything else? Otherwise, we will just wrap up in prayer and let you guys process your value posts and just work on them. And I would try to get at least one written out and you can post it this week. So, all right, I'll close this in prayer and we can be on our merry way. But just be thinking about who can come to the Happy and Healthy event. Look through your Crush the Cravings group people. I know it's easy to tag people in a post, but they might not actually even be seeing that. So I encourage you, if you haven't yet, do a one-on-one conversation with them and just check in. See, especially if they're being consistent in their supplements. See if they need any help with nutrition. Maybe you're slipping a little bit too and could use an accountability partner. Just join arms with them in that way. This is such a fun way to just cheer people on. Maybe you go sugar-free for one day. Start there. It's great. All right, I'm going to pray. Dear Jesus, we are so thankful for this team. We're thankful for Monday nights and this call. Lord, we are grateful for our health. We just thank you that we have experienced so many blessings through balancing our bodies and finding the balance that you created us to have. Lord, I pray that we would be people who add value and people that are worth following. May we just encourage other people, build belief in other people, inspire other people, and cheer other people on toward their goals and celebrate their victories and just grab their hand when they're feeling a little bit defeated. We love you. We pray for our teammates who are on the call tonight. And we just ask that you would bless them, restore their health, restore relationships that are feeling strained, and just give us all good rest tonight, Lord. In your name I pray, amen. All right, guys, take care. Drop any questions in our chat thread and you can connect with us there.